Hello everybody, it's Bee from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Today's card is for a friend of ours, so I'm not going to put any sentiments or anything on it until after I've put the video out. It will be going out before this person's birthday, but anyway, so these are absolutely amazing. I've got quite a few of them, of the characters. I can't remember where I got them from. I've had them for ages and ages, and I've got different ones over the periods of time. I've got sharks and snakes and what have you, but I just think they're absolutely hilarious. So yeah, this is a birthday card. I've used just a stencil and the images. Now when I'm doing the images, I've already had these done. I do show you how I've done the teeth on another one, but I've only coloured this one in because, as you can imagine, it takes ages, and I'm always conscious about people watching the amount of colouring that I do and the time that I take over it, really, I suppose. So they've all been coloured in the same technique as this one. So yeah, also, while you're all here, I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing. I really appreciate your support. It is absolutely fantastic. I think my numbers are a 422 today, which is absolutely incredible. So yeah, that's been absolutely amazing. Please comment, like, share, hit the notification bell, just so that you're notified. All these little things help with the algorithms and help to promote my channel. If you're watching the intro and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It is free, and like I've said, it really does help my channel. And I'm going to go do the editing, so I will talk to you in a second. So these are the three heads of the mules. They're absolutely awesome. If you ever see these, and the other ones, they've got all sorts. They've got sharks and what have you. Anyway, they're brilliant. All their expressions are fantastic. So I'm only going to show you colouring in of one of them. I'm going to use two of the others that are up on the left hand side that are already coloured. And Merlin is saying on cue, good morning too. So the first layer I'm keeping solid as it is. The second layer I'm taking off his ears, which you've just seen me do. I'm taking off his neck, and then I'm going to take his eyes out. And I shall layer this up with a third layer, but I don't think I do it at this point. I think I've done a bit of thinking about it and then decided to. Now these eyes are a little bit finicky, but perseverance, and I got there. Because you don't want to damage your die cut piece, do you? So that's the second layer cut out, and it really does make a difference when you know, putting them together, the overall look of it. So on this one, I'm going to take his bottom lip and his tongue out, and I'm also going to take the inner little piece of his ear, and I'm going to take his little bit of fluff, a little bit of mane in between his ears, which you can see on the one at the back there. So take that bit off, and I don't know why. You'll have noticed, well, you won't notice because I took the other one off. I put some party hats on them. If you go back to the picture, I'll wait till the end. Obviously, wait till the end of the video, and you'll see the photograph. And I used a little gummy pan die for that. So they've all got a little party hat on it each, and I've just laid it up with the pom-pom and a little bit of frill at the bottom. I do get all my gummy pan dies from miserprint.co.uk. They're based up in Scotland. Matthew and Anne were absolutely brilliant. service is really good. Can't recommend them highly enough. So as I'm colouring this, and it wasn't until I'd nearly finished it, I thought, what are you doing? Because I've coloured it all in, I'm going to cover it all up. So I'm not sure. What do you think about my little bell ringing there? I'm trying new animations just to see how they go. I want to get rid of the green screen, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. I've got a program called Inkscape that might work, so I will have a go at that. So I'm using a variety of light browns, dark browns and the thorny colours. You can see the numbers that I've got on the right hand side. I've scrolled in a little bit too far for you able to see the colours, but the numbers are there. And I put the numbers, what I've done with this particular one is, as I've written them down, when I've put them all back in the packet, I've put that card in with them so that I know that that's the colours that I've used for colouring them in. Obviously, wouldn't be any point in putting them anywhere else, would there, for this one? So yeah, got the music on and just sit back and enjoy this colouring in. If you want to skip to this bit, just skip to the next bit. The time will be 8:41 if you wanted to skip through that bit. I'd much rather you didn't, but by all means feel free. Sit back and enjoy. So I'm also just making a note here for this colour marker. I need to get some re-inker for it. It is a little bit dry. I tried turning the nibs around and also using the other side, but it was still too dry. So just going around all the edges just to cover them up, but I really don't like to see the white edges. So let's start on layer number 2. Well, I suppose you could say it's an advantage having the other one, because then I've got a guide. Oh, what a waste of time that was. But I enjoy colouring, so it doesn't really matter, does it? That's the third layer for the little bit of fluff that I'm using. I hope you all enjoyed the collaboration. I really enjoyed it. Shirley's card was lovely. That background through the aperture looked really, really nice. It really was lovely. So my head's planning now what I'm going to be doing with the aperture die, which is the one that Shirley chose for the 1st of September. So I am thinking, I think I know what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Shirley's as well, so I hope you are as well. So, and all new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. hello and welcome. And also hello to all my original subscribers. Thank you. I'm just looking at that bit again, and I'm looking on the card, and I think that should be brown because I think it's furry bits. So I am going to change the colour of that, but I'll use the E210, I think it was. Just on that bit, yeah, it needs to be a darker, a darker colour. It's part of his fur. You'll notice on as well the on the thumbnail at the front, the photo, that I've covered up some of it because I've actually put the recipient's name on the card, and I don't want them to know that this is for them until they receive it, obviously. So this video will be going out before their birthday. So now I'm going to start layering up, and I'm using Gina Connect glue. I use it all the time, it is my favourite. So yeah, it's the one I use all the time. The other one that I only use is the Collall glue to stick my layers together. But the Gina glue is really good. I like the consistency of it. So you can see with the amount of time that it's taken to colour this little mule in, why I didn't do the rest of them. And what I do with, if I'm out of inspiration, is I'll cut my dies out and put them together and colour them in, and then just leave them in the packaging, which is why I've got the other ones there. and I'm just using my pokey tool just to get rid of the little bits of glue that are squidged out. Just putting a little bit more shading under his chin and under his lip. I got these new blenders. It was a pack of 6 and they were £8 from Ohuhu. I've put the link in my description for them, and I've also put the link in for the replacement brush tip nibs. I suppose I could have got other ones, but I just wanted to make sure that they fitted the pens, the markers properly. So I'm using a Ohuhu fine liner and highlighter, and what I've done is I've gone through all of the detailed lines. I don't think I've just done it on this one just as yet. I am going to do it now, and I have done it on all of them because it just accentuates the shapes and the features on the faces. This is an extra bit that, because the colour I've coloured the others in and this one doesn't have any, I'm showing you how I colour the teeth in, because I do think it's a mule, it's not going to have absolutely brilliant white teeth, is it? So yeah, I just thought I'd leave this bit in for you just to see how I colour them in. So I hope you find this bit useful. So I'm adding this little bit of pink, and you wouldn't think that it would show up on these darker colours, but it really does, and it makes such a difference. It does look good. It just sort of like finishes them off really. And then just that tiny little black, oh, it's not black, it's the grey just in between the teeth. Right, so this is where I was unsure what I was going to do. Now, I don't know where I've got these dies from. I've had them for absolutely years. They are really fine. I've never seen purple ones like that before. I can't remember where I got them. They must be one of the first sets of nested dies that I bought. But I wanted them to be, the mules to be sort of like, because there's two of the necks on the same side, on the right hand side, I wanted them to be like looking in. So that's why I've done it that way. I was going to put them sort of like layered up on top of each other, just slightly lower, but I couldn't get the body worked out right, so I've stayed with this bit, and I've gone with this colour. That's the size of the roll from Sticks 2. Again, that is in my comments. Not in my comments, in my description. There's a link to this. I use this one all the time as well. There you go, doing the circle. It's just easier to take off the tape as you're, the back off as you're going round. It's more pliable. I always go a little bit overboard with the tape, but I don't like to see sagging cards. And I've stuck him onto where I want him. And then you can either use a glue stick that I'm using now, or a wet glue, just to pop it on the back of your foam tape, just so you've got a little bit more wiggle room. And I just find it easy as well to pop it into my scoreboard to get it so it's absolutely spot on and level, and then just cut the outside bits off. So I'm going to do these two on the foam tape. I think the rusty colour goes really well with them. You know, for the matten layer. Bit of a waste using my glue to put these on. I should just use the glue stick. I think it's just habit. So there you go. I like the way that's come together. They are funny. They really are funny. So this is the stencil that I'm going to be using. I'm not using it all over, and ideally I should have done it beforehand, but it was like an afterthought. But I'm only doing it in certain places anyway, so they don't really matter. And I'm going to use Rusty Hinge, and I'm only using what's left on my brush. And because, you know, I'm only doing it in little bits, if you go careful, you're not going to get it on any of your die cuts anyway. And obviously the darker you want it, the more pressure that you put down, especially when there's not a lot left on your brush. So there you go. I've decided as well, using the same cardstock, which is this one, I've chosen to do a dark grey background just because it brings out the dark colours on the card, and also the sentiment that I put on. I'm just using the Collall glue to stick it down. It's really good stuff, this. If you get it like I've done there, a little bit squidged out, so I literally you just rub it off and it comes off. Be careful with the quality of paper. If you use a cheaper quality paper, it can sometimes take the back edge off it. So there you go. There's today's card. I have put a sentiment on it now, and I've also put the little party hats from Gummy Pan, which I got from miserprint.co.uk. So thank you for watching, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for subscribing. Please like, comment, and press the notification bell, and you'll be informed of when my next videos come out. All right, take care, everybody. Bye for now. Bye.